Hi, today I'm working on number 15, which is metal and a photo. And the thing that I came up with while looking at the prompt was this is part of some packaging that came a while ago and I cut it up. I'm going to use this to create a frame. It's not metal, but it's foil and I think it'll look like metal hopefully when I'm done. The other thing I have is a photo that I printed off of my husband and I. A few years back, we went on our motorcycles from Ontario to Colorado, and this is, I just like to remember that. We were at Mount Evans, 14,130 feet, and so I'm going to put that in here. And then I've also got, to make this metal-y kind of depicting our motorcycle ride. We don't have our motorcycles in the picture, but I'm going to take apart this watch, which was in my mom's stash. Doesn't work, and I'm going to use the gears some way. That's my plan. We'll see how it all turns out. I have some bottom of the bottle glass and metal glue that I'll use. That'll take a little bit to dry, but that works pretty nice. And I also have some antiquing gel that I'll try to see if I can age it up a little bit. And if it doesn't, it doesn't matter, because when we went for rides, we loved to shine up our motorcycles, and so that'll be fine. And then I also have some ink, alcohol ink, and this is called Havana Brown, so we'll see what I can do. The other thing that I will need to do is prep the pages. I'm going to use this whole, the 2 pages. What I will do is I'll put the photo on one page. I was thinking down here because it's not so thick. Down here, and then I will use this as a journaling spot and memory keeping. So maybe like this. Yeah, probably like that. So we'll have to turn it around, but that's fine. So what I did was I took the faux metal, aka foil cardboard, and I cut it. I didn't even measure really, I just sort of placed it down and mitered very raw like. And then I kind of stained it and marked it up a bit just to make it look a little less shiny. And I think that looks pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with that. It doesn't have the weight of real metal, but it's like faux metal. So that's my depiction of a faux metal or a metal frame. And then I'm going to go ahead and add something more decorative, I think, to the sides, or I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm still thinking that through. And then here on this side of the page, she is getting very bulky here, but I'm going to lay down a piece of paper, something, so that I can write and just explain what this was all about. And that's my next plan. I went into my flow journal that has been beside me for this Defemember project, and I'm pulling out a piece of turmeric dyed agenda paper and also this picture from a magazine. And if it works out, I'm going to cut, because it is the mountains and I'm using what I have, and I'm going to cut out the Mustang because that's not what we used, but I'm going to cut that out and then maybe just put this over top, and that'll be my journaling spot. I'm going to try and figure that one out. And let's take a look here. Do some fussy cutting. And once again, the snow fell a lot, and I will be heading out to do some shoveling. That is the big activity around here. I want to have the mountain, so let me go down here. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll glue this in, and then head out and do that chore. I'm still so behind because as this is being recorded, Christmas was yesterday and I'm on 15, so that's how far behind I am. But you know, I still want to complete it. I want to get it done and just continue to document it, and that is my plan. So here, oh my gosh, yeah, this is getting, it's getting just a little more fun. So I'll put that there. Probably somehow do that. And I'm wondering if I should, oh, I think I'll just glue it and then I'll work around the edges with either probably some gesso just to get rid of that, the sides here. I mean, I could leave it down, I could leave it like that. My fingers are completely dark again from the stain, and that is fine. I'm going to use glue stick, shadowy. Still working on my setup for my craft room, my craft space. I have had with Christmas and storm control. Been outside a lot, taking care of that kind of business. So you still have to do your home chores, even though you're not going to work and doing your paid work. Maintain the home and keep up to date with all that. Okay, that's too far. Back that up. Oh, I just made it. That's fine. I have so many pictures, so many photos of our adventures in different parts of the countries, Canada and the United States, and it's hard to choose, but this one kind of popped up first, and I thought, yes, I like it because it has both of us, and we each ride our own motorcycles. And that was a fun, amazing adventure. And we must have picked the hottest, everybody says that, must have picked the hottest summer to go because it was, where we stayed in the mountains, it was great. It was just very, well, we had to wear jackets, and we were 8,000 feet up. We stayed in Bailey, but going through Nebraska, and oh my goodness, it was 110 degrees. It was very much an adventure and experience. Okay, that's good there. Then I'll fix this in somehow. Probably the lighter side. Oh yes, I was going to use the watch, but there are no gears. It's not an old watch, it's a newer watch. And I don't have an old watch with gears, so I have to come up with, I want to put a couple of little, I don't know, geary things, mechanical things. So I think what I'll do is I'll look in my, I think I'll look in our garage stash, see if I can find a couple little nuts and bolts, the very tiny ones, because I don't want it to be heavy. Something flat, a flat washer or something. I'll see what I have. And then that'll work out. Fold that up here, like that. Ruler. Well, I certainly hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas or holiday, however you spend it. We had a great time. It's always so fast, it's so fun. Now that we have grandchildren and that's the stage of life we're in, it's completely, oh, it's so different, it's so fun. Every stage has been fun, but Wouldn't it be fun if I knew the day that we went? I bet you if I looked at my photos, it would tell me when that was taken. If it was a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Friday. Okay. I'm not doing a flip through till I'm finished, because I think it'll be fun to see all the different pages. Everything's decorated differently. There's no theme at all. It'll be fun to reflect. Okay, I am going to do my chores. I shall return. Well, chores are done. It was refreshing. It was very nice. I was also thinking while I was outside shoveling that in with the holidays came, of course, everybody in some form or another would know about the storm system that came through, and we did lose our power. So that's another reason, not the only reason, that I'm behind, because I couldn't easily do any kind of recording or uploading. So, and that's all over with. Our power was restored even in the time, a quicker time than they thought, than they had anticipated. And as I'm doing this right now, I'm up and down with my finger. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with the rest of it. I'll probably have to do a little bit more mountains over here. Very abstract, because I'm not an artist. But it sure is fun to play, isn't it? Wipe that on there. Yeah, so I don't have any gears or anything that looks like gears, but I have these little nuts, and I have a washer, so I think I'll, all of our machines are made up of nuts and bolts, so I'll stick that on there. I'm sure we lost a few along the way. And something over here. It will be nice in January when the days start getting longer again. And I know they are on the upswing now, we just don't notice it because I think it's like a minute a day or something like that. So that's good. And I think right here, I'll have to go and get something darker to fill in. I went ahead and completed the prompt for today. I just did it off camera. And just because it was a little bit messy, I blended in, I brought in some other colors, like some of the brown, and I had this is actually a Crayola window pastel, and I had that just kind of handy in the cupboard, so I used that and I blended it in with some of the brown that I had down here. And I just worked my finger around and did that, and I am pretty pleased with the way that turned out. And then up here I put the nuts on and the washer, and I put some cheesecloth underneath, and I just added some of the antiquing gel and some of the stain. And I didn't know if I should add more here, but I think I'm going to leave that. And I forgot to say that I used just a Sharpie to go over the whatever the vegetable was there. And then down here, again, I came in and I put some of the cheesecloth on this side. For me, visually, it's nice. I just have something on this corner and something over here. And then this escape word was in the magazine that's been hanging around with me here that I've been cutting out of. So I used that and put it over a label, glued that on, and then I actually did write. I found the date of the picture, and we went to Mount Evans on Saturday, June the 30th, 2012. That's when we went to Colorado. So it was gorgeous, and there's actually a sign up on the mountain here where we were taking this photo, and it actually says, I can see for miles and miles. So I just wrote that there, and that completes this day. So I'll just look for the back here. I already went and took my pen and I marked it off. So medal in a photo is done. And yeah, I think I like that a lot. Well, thank you very much for joining me. And I certainly hope that you have had an escape or find an escape for yourselves, whatever that may be. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.